Let's connect our Google Ads data to Google BigQuery. First, you will go to powermetrics.com and you will log in with your Google account. Once on Power, you will go to Create and you will select Google BigQuery as destination. Here, we will select the Google Ads integration and we will name this connection so we can organize our data, let's say for clients or for particular brands. In this case, I will call it Client A, this connection for this particular Google Ads integration. Now I will connect my Google Ad account. So I will go to connect accounts, I will log in with my Google account, and Porter will retrieve all the Google Ad accounts that your Google or Gmail account has access to. I will connect my Google Ads account. I can connect multiple ad accounts in the same connections, for instance, for multi-client or multi-brand reporting. In this case, I am only selecting one ad account and I will connect on save and I will go to next. Now, after the connection, I will create a query. A query is a particular table. So I will show you how it works. I will go to new query. And in this new query, for instance, I want a table or a particular query for campaigns, another one for ad sets, another one for audiences or placements, another one for PMax. So this is a way to organize your data. In this case, this table will be for campaign performance. So in campaign performance, I have my data source, and now I can connect my Google BigQuery account. So on this Google BigQuery section, I can connect with Google my Google Cloud account. So here I can connect multiple Google Cloud accounts. I will select mine and then I will select my project ID. Remember the hierarchy of your Google Cloud account. You have organizations, then you have projects. Inside projects, you have data sets, then tables, and inside tables, you can build queries. That's how it works. So here I will select my project ID. I will choose this one. I will select multi-region. I want to make it agnostic. And now I will select the data set. So a data set, I already have created one that is called marketing data. And the table, I already created on Google BigQuery, one that is called Google Ads. Okay, I have my Google BigQuery connection set up already. I will go now to create my query. So in metrics, remember, metrics are numbers like cost, impressions, cost per click, CPM, and so on. So I will start with impressions. I can bring other metrics like cost, my ad spend. I can also bring, for instance, all conversions, which represents my conversion data. And I am done with my metrics. Now in dimensions, dimensions are the way I can segment my data. I can break down my data by date, by campaign, by objective, and so on. So I will start by date and I am done. I want to visualize my data over time. But also maybe I want to add campaigns. So I can select the campaign breakdown and I can see my campaign's performance by date as well. I am done with my query, but maybe you want to calculate your own metrics and your own dimensions. So it is time to create custom formulas or custom fields. So I will go back to metrics and let's say I want to calculate my own CPA. I will go to create a metric. I will call it CPA, and with a prompt in natural language, I will type, hey, please divide my cost by my all conversions. And Porter will understand that intent and it will translate it into a formula that already manages issues like null values or infinites or errors. We manage that. And here we can see a preview of that formula. Here I can calculate my own CPA just as an example. I will click on done or save, and I can do the same with dimensions. I will go to create a dimension and I will call it, for instance, campaign type. Imagine breaking down your performance data by PMax versus search, or breaking down by brands, or by campaign types, or by any kind of criteria you have. For instance, branded searches versus non-branded searches, or competitor searches versus non-competitor, is however you want. I will show you how it works. So for campaign type, I will create a formula like a conditional, and I will say, if the campaign contains the words, for instance, PMax, tag it as PMax. If it doesn't contain PMax, tag it as other. That's what I wrote here in this prompt. I will create this formula, and this created a regular expression that shows me the formula. Now, we can see this how it works. The first campaign is called campaign everyone. It is other, so perfect. And there is one campaign that contains the word PMax, and that's why it is tagged as PMax. This formula is working correctly. This is how we can create our custom dimensions with parametrics. Now I will go to create and I am almost done with my query. This was the hardest part. The next step is selecting a date range. I can select dynamic and custom date ranges. A custom date range is, for instance, saying from February 1st to December 21. Or if you want to make it dynamic, for instance, this month to date, this quarter to date, the dates will change accordingly. That's why they are dynamic. In this case, I am choosing this month to date. So whatever the month is the query will calculate the particular date range. Now on filters, I can exclude or include data. So Google Ads sometimes brings me data from campaigns that have no ad spend, so they don't have activity. This is just noise. I can exclude this data. So I will create a filter and I exclude the host. With this conditional, I am saying please exclude all my campaigns or all my data that doesn't have any ad spend. And the operator will be equals to 0, which is nothing. So I can exclude this data. And now I will finish with sorting, schedule, and settings. I will explain all of them. Sorting is how you arrange or organize your data. It is as simple as that. So I will organize by cost and descending. So I will show first the campaigns with the most ad spend, with the highest cost. In a schedule, I want to set how often I want to refresh my data. You can set any number per minute, per hour, per whatever. What Power Metrics will do is that it will handle your request so it is as updated as possible. In this case, I want to refresh my data every day at 8 a.m. For instance, I can type that in a prompt in natural language and I will see what the AI interprets. As you can see, I said every weekday at 8 a.m. and this understands that from Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. in my time zone, based on my browser, it will schedule this query. We are almost done. And finally, in settings. These settings are the way I want to get my data on Google BigQuery. And this is very important, but I will tell you my favorite is overwriting my data. Overwriting is simply that it will take the table from the past, it will remove it, it will ignore it, and then it will create a new table. This is my favorite one because it is the most simple one. I don't need to think a lot for this. But if you say that, for instance, hey, but I want to save my historical data, maybe you want to use an append. An append will insert rows beneath the other rows that you already have in your tables. Or update if, for instance, you want to match particular campaigns data and simply you want to sync or refresh the metrics performance. I In practice, I will say that overwrite is better because with Google Ads data, you can always retrieve your historical data. There is no historical data loss. That's why I don't think the other methods are needed. I think those are useful in APIs or integrations where having your historical data is not as easy. Okay, once done, I will click on overwrite, then I will save this query, and I will send this data. I will create my own query and I will send it to Google BigQuery. So this was executed, and now I am on my Google BigQuery account, and on Google BigQuery, I am in my table section. So I am in the marketing data dataset. Inside marketing data, I have a table called Google Ads. So I will click there and I will see the schema of my fields. The schema shows me what fields I am bringing to this table. I see the campaign type, my custom field, I see the date, the CPA, everything is working perfectly. I will go to the preview to see the actual table and I can see my Google Ads data on Google BigQuery. Now, optionally, you can take this data wherever you want, to Power BI, to Google Looker Studio, which is super simple to connect and use, or anywhere that you want your Google Ads data. This is how you can connect your Google Ads data on Google BigQuery.